excited you're here. If you're a first timer, please subscribe and click that notification bell and click on all. And that way you'll get all the tutorials that I bring for you. I'm usually here on Sundays, and I want to show you how to get this look. It's really, really Mardi Gras, and that was my theme. This is a Mardi Gras month. This is February 2020, and so if you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Okay, let's get started with this. The colors that I'm going to use, we do have purple in this mix, so just like the colors in the background here, it kind of looks like, Mardi Gras. So here is optimistic, that is credulous, this is nimble, and that is marvelous. So these are wonderful palettes. You can create your own. There's like 26 or more colors of these. It's incredible. Mattes, shimmers, satins, anything that you need, any color that you need. But today we're going to work with these. And first of all, we have to have some primer on your eyes. Now, I am kind of doing things a little backwards. Normally, you would do your eyes first, but I did my face first. Doesn't really matter. It's a personal preference for you, but I am going to use Younique's eye primer. I love it. It has a little tacky feel to it. It's not like white or anything. It's just kind of an eggshell color, I guess you would say, kind of a nude. And you're going to place it on your eyelids because it puts a nice little barrier between your skin and your makeup. A lot of times we have oily eyelids throughout the day and your makeup will break down. So this will help not to happen. Spread it out evenly. I like to let it set for a few minutes, but in the sake of time, because we're trying to do this in a time factor, I'm going to go ahead and put on my It's by my Pores. This is my press powder that I love to use, and I love to set the eyeshadow simply because it does have a lot of tackiness. So I'm basically just going to tap it and just lightly put it on top of my lids, okay? Put it right here on top. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to demonstrate one eye, and then I'm probably going to go off camera, do the other eye, and then, so I don't want this to be too long for you. I want you to understand it and learn about placement, because that's basically what I'm after today. I want you to learn something. So we're going to look at these colors, and you're going to go, transition color, prime color, it's called a prime color too. Really means a transition color. So this color here could be a good transition color. I'm actually going to start probably with this color, Credulous, and I don't know, maybe I need to start with this because this is kind of shiny, and we're older. If you're watching me, you're probably in your 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe. If you're in your 20s, yay, welcome. You can do these colors too. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to start with this. Now let me grab my stuff together and I'll be right back. Here is optimistic, that is credulous, this is nimble, and that is marvelous. So these are wonderful palettes. You can create your own. There's like 26 or more colors of these. It's incredible. Mattes, shimmers, satins, anything that you need, any color that you need. But today we're going to work with these. And first of all, we have to have some primer on your eyes. Now, I am kind of doing things a little backwards. Normally, you would do your eyes first, but I did my face first. Doesn't really matter. It's a personal preference for you, but I am going to use Younique's eye primer. I love it. It has a little tacky feel to it. It's not like white or anything. It's just kind of an eggshell color, I guess you would say, kind of a nude. And you're going to place it on your eyelids because it puts a nice little barrier between your skin and your makeup. A lot of times we have oily eyelids throughout the day and your makeup will break down. So this will help not to happen. Spread it out evenly. I like to let it set for a few minutes, but in the sake of time, because we're trying to do this in a time factor, I'm going to go ahead and put on my It's by my Pores. This is my press powder that I love to use, and I love to set the eyeshadow simply because it does have a lot of tackiness. So I'm basically just going to tap it and just lightly put it on top of my lids, okay? Put it right here on top. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to demonstrate one eye, And then I'm probably going to go off camera, do the other eye, and then, so I don't want this to be too long for you. I want you to understand it and learn about placement, because that's basically what I'm after today. I want you to learn something. So we're going to look at these colors, and you're going to go, transition color, prime color, is called a prime color too, really means a transition color. So this color here could be a good transition color. I'm actually going to start probably with this color, Credulous. And I don't know, maybe I need to start with this because this is kind of shiny, and we're older. If you're watching me, you're probably in your 50s, 60s, 70s, maybe. If you're in your 20s, yay, welcome. You can do these colors too. All right, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to start with this. Now let me grab my stuff together and I'll be right back. Get up close and personal with you so you can see this really well. However, there is one item that I love to use, and I always use it on every single eye look that I do, except for maybe when I do splurge cream eyeshadows. I don't use it with that. I don't need it with that. But this is a pressed powder of foundation. It is called the color Velour. It's really nice to help cover up any kind of imperfections that you have on your eyes. Now, I don't put it over my whole entire lid because I do have the primer on, but I basically will run this right underneath my brow area. Why? Because I really love it there. And number two, I have a brown spot. I don't know if you can see it right there. See how it runs? It's like a little half moon. So I really like to give that a little extra coverage just because it's sitting there and I want it to be all even. So this is a great way. I know it seems strange. She's putting foundation there, but hey, it works. And I'm not putting it over my whole entire eye. So the first color we're going to use is Nimble. Love me some Nimble. Nimble is this color here. It's kind of like it's in a cool tone, brown kind of taupey color. But we're going to use a fluffy crease brush. This is Younique's brush. It is a fluffy crease brush. And we're going to add this color. And make sure you tap it off a little bit. And you're going to come in. And I have hooded eyes. Basically, if I put this color in the crease, you would never see it. Let me demonstrate that just for a second. You see it? Now you don't. Okay, so the reason I'm telling you that is because what you want to do is look at your eyes straight on. I'm going to look at you straight on. And I can look and see, or look in a mirror. I've got a mirror right in front of me. Look in the mirror and come right up above where your crease is. See, my crease is right here. So I need to come right up above it and put that placement right here. Right on that brow bone. Or some people call it orbital bone. It's your orbital bone. And it will give you more definition, more lift, and it'll create more lid space. It'll give the illusion of having more of a lid. See, you can see the color now. So we're going to start on this eye. We're going to do this eye first. Let me blend back and forth, back and forth. Now this fluffy crease brush is wonderful. It's a Younique's brush. I absolutely love it. It spreads, look how even the color is once you put it on. And so as we're building color, we're layering colors and layering, blending. A lot of people may not call it layering. I like to call it layering because basically that's what I'm doing. I'm layering colors. That's all I'm doing is layering colors. Now we're going to move into, I'm going to go ahead and put on Optimistic, which is the lighter color for my lid. It is shiny. Yes, we are going to use two shiny colors. Yeah, we are today. Going to use two shiny colors. But we're going to use this flat brush here. And this is a shader liner brush. It is also by Younique. And I'm going to pat this in, tap it off. And when you're applying the lighter colors, you're going to lightly press the colors in, no matter what color it is. So this is a very light color. I am going to take it all the way over my lid, all the way to corner, because I really want to open up my eye. And then when I get in this corner here, I am definitely going to bring it in. I have very close set eyes, so I like to give the illusion of more open space here, and then it's going to make my eyes look wider apart when I do that. Gives me a little extra light. We all need some light, yes we do, on our lids to make them pop. Because basically that's what this is. All right, let me grab my other brush and we'll get started on the purple color, which is called Credulous. Here's Credulous. And this is a Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush. It's a JH34, I believe. And we're coming in with Credulous. Ooh, girlfriend. You know you're going to like this color. Yeah, it is shiny. But we're going to pop it right in the crease here. That's where we're taking this. And that's what this is. This is a carved crease brush. I believe that's what it's called. And we're going to kind of layer it right on top of Nimble. Ooh, and I am going to bring it down on my lid right here. Just in the corner. And then we are going to add a darker color to this. Look how pretty. Oh, what a lovely color. And the cool thing is when you're layering the colors, especially because Nimble is like a matte kind of finish, and you're layering something that's kind of shiny over that, it really will help tone it down a little bit and it won't be as shiny. So that was the one reason I went ahead and put Nimble down first. And we are going to come back and touch up with Nimble in just a minute. But this could be your Mardi Gras look. You know, purple is the theme for Mardi Gras. Ooh, I like it. How pretty is that? Okay. We're going to come back now and add a little bit of Nimble. So we come back, grab some Nimble, tap it off. Always tap it off because, you know, less is more. You can always build, but you can blend to take away, but you don't want to have to blend all the time. Now, this cool thing about this brush is here, it actually does the work for you. Puts the color and it blends. So it's a wonderful brush to use. And I will link everything down in the description box that I've used, okay? This is a gorgeous look. Gorgeous look, by the way. I don't think I've paired these colors together before, but I thought they would be really pretty for Mardi Gras. Simply because we're using the purple. Oh, yeah, look at that. All right, so now we're going to add a little depth. And don't worry, if you have a little fallout, you can always clean it up, and I'll show you how to do that really quickly at the end. Now, we're going to come in with Marvelous. Marvelous is like a dark chocolate color, and I think I'm going to use, let me see, let me find the brush I really wanted to use. Let me find it, and I'll be right back. I found it. All right, this one is the Morphe M431. I call it my bullet brush because it looks like a little bullet, and it's tapered. I love the fact that it's tapered, and it's great for working in the corners of your eye, simply because I want this placement to be where I want it to be, and that's what this brush will do for you. Now, this is the color Marvelous. Nice little dark chocolate brown. Dip the color, get it right on the end, and then basically what you're going to do is draw a line. You're going to find your brow bone, a brow tail right here, right above your brow bone, and we're going to draw a line from the corner of our eye, like right where your lashes stop. That's where we want to start this color. So you're going to kind of take it and draw it straight up. And yeah, my skin moves, please. Believe me, it moves. And you don't want to close your eye all the way, but this will give you some nice little placement right in this corner. Because I don't want it to be, I want it to be only in the corner. All right, so let's get a little more color. And I am going to run this color underneath, so this is a great brush for that too. And It's Cosmetics makes a wonderful crease brush that I love. That's very soft and fluffy. And I probably will use that here too in just a minute. I like to get placement first, especially when I'm kind of layering colors, blending. I haven't really blended this out yet, but we will. Isn't that pretty? And we'll come back and touch up all the colors. Now, one thing this brush is great for is you can draw like a line right here on your, like you're doing some eyeshadow or liner. You're putting the eyeshadow in the place of a liner. And yes, you can do that. Now, however, I'm going to come back and add a little bit. But if you do not like to use eyeliner, this is a great alternative to not using the eyeliner, okay? And what you're going to do is just kind of layer the colors here. I'm going to darken it just a bit with a little bit of eyeliner. So let me draw this and get this corner fixed. Oh, this is getting prettier and prettier and prettier. You see how great this brush is? I love it. Now, I do have a blending brush that I love to use. It's cosmetic brush. And it's just their blending brush. I cannot remember the number of it. How pretty is that? Okay. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look how pretty. Okay. So let me go ahead and get the other eye done, and I'll be right back. I got the other eye completed. What do you think? How pretty is that? Love these colors together. All right, so the next thing you can do is come back and add a liner. If you want something, if you want to leave it like this, you're perfectly fine to stay here, put your mascara on, and go, girlfriend. But I'm going to choose, you could either use the black or you could use like a chocolate brown. Since I use Marvelous, I'm going to stick with the chocolate brown, but you could use black if you really like the color black. But these liners are so wonderful. They go on like butter. I swear they do. Look at that. Boom. They go on and they set in about 30 seconds. So if you put these on and you want to smudge them out, maybe you want to make this a little more smoky eye look, you could. Or you could keep it strictly like a liner and make you a little wing. You do not have to have a wing. So if you've got a lot of crepey skin over here, you could definitely come underneath here and tight line and not even touch your lid, okay? But I am going to put a little bit on my lid. Now, I'm not bringing the liner all the way over here. I do have close set eyes, so that would make my eyes look closer together. So I basically will start right above my pupil here and go over. And I do that every single time. It leaves my inner corner a little wide awake looking. I really like it better. These go on so easy. You will not have any problem with these. Putting this liner on is so, so pretty and so, so easy to use. See? Boom, girl, you know you like these colors. I do. I like these. They're very, very pretty. Woo, that gave me some drama. So come on this side and do the same thing. I always start right above my pupil and kind of draw the line over. You could always start back here and draw this direction if you need to, depending on which way your skin moves. Mine moves every which way. So a lot of times you'll see me start in one direction and then end up doing it in another direction, simply because my skin moves. Now this is my bad side. This is the side that gives me the most problem with placement of liner. But see, it blends right into the dark color. So what I'm saying is you don't have to have it. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's blending into that color Marvelous already, which they are very close to the same color. So I'm not telling you you've got to do the liner, but I really do like the effect of the liner. If you want to have some drama, do the liner. Now, I am going to tight line slightly right here. I do love to do that to give a little definition in the corner of my eye. And you could definitely come back and use a lighter liner here from that point over. I'm not going to do that today. I really liking the way it looks already. Now, however, I do love to add a little bit of a la mode. This is a illuminator. And I love this on an older eye, simply because it's not, this is very bright, okay? But this is very subdued. It's just an illuminator. It's not glittery. And so the best brush that I use for this, I have no idea what the name of this brush is. I've had it forever. But I do take a little bit of this and I will pop it like in this inner corner. I have like I don't know, there's a line there now. And so a lot of times when I turn my head, I can see this dark line. So this really does help to eliminate that. So can you see that? You can see the little line there. So what I do is basically place this in where that line is. Light brings things forward. And that way it kind of eliminates that light. I mean, it kind of eliminates the darkness with the light. I like that. That is so pretty. And you don't use a whole lot of this. It just opens up your eye and makes it just appear a little bit brighter. All right, I'm going to grab my mascara. Yeah, we're going to do mascara. Let me curl my lashes. That's one of the most important things you can do, is to curl your lashes. Make sure you curl them. You can do the pump action, like pump it like, 10 times or something. Count it out. Mine, I always curl my lashes. Always. 8, 9, 10. And these are just little Revlon. I got these down in Miami, by the way. Just came back from a cruise and I lost a little thing off of the ones I had that were Japanese. So now I have some new ones. Now I am going to use a primer. Ding! And I am going to use 4D. If I can find 4D. Here's 4D. I'm going to use 4D mascara. So we're going to use these two items here. I'm going to do one eye, and then I'm going to go off camera and do the other, so this won't take so long. But this primer is wonderful. I'm telling you, you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. So I'm going to do this eye. We'll go ahead and start on this eye. Since I'm right-handed, this will probably be a lot easier for me to do this eye on camera. I hope you enjoy my tutorials. I really do love getting on here and connecting with others. It's very important for me. And if you're wondering why I speak so Southern, I am from Alabama. And I do love to connect with ladies. So I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram. And I'm on here. But I'm only on here, pretty much I try to post on Sundays. Little tutorials. But I do many lives on Facebook. So if you want to connect with me over there, I'd love to have you connect there. You can follow me. And maybe some of these products will work for you. They sure have improved my life. This primer here is incredible. It really does kind of separate your lashes. It makes them a little bit thicker. And I've noticed that the mascara grabs and holds better. And I just get more fuller looking lashes by using the primer. Even though the 4D is fabulous by itself, primer can be a game changer for you. It really can. And it kind of lets you see your lashes too. And you can kind of tell the direction of the lashes. So that's kind of cool because my lashes sometimes will grow downward. And this helps me to see the placement, especially of these right here. Now, this one over here, this one definitely, I have one that grows straight down. And so the primer really does help that as well. Now, 4D is a wonderful mascara that has fibers that are built already in it. They're little Y-shaped fibers. And the Y-shaped fibers kind of work together and they make your lashes thicker and they make them longer, okay? So basically, this has a flat side. Let me see if I can find the flat side. There it is. And I will start with the flat side under here. And what I do is kind of jiggle it and blink and roll. Blink and roll. I start it at the base and build upward with this mascara. So take it. And that's the beautiful thing about the primer. It gets your lashes kind of perfectly separated. And I do have a lash rake at any time that... because sometimes your mascara, when you get toward the end of it, I don't care what kind of mascara you have, it starts to dry out and it does get clumpy. And lash rakes are really good for that because you can come back after it dries and kind of rake through it and it will pull out any clumps, and then you can just, you know, go back in with your mascara and kind of do just the tips. But this mascara sets off any look that you have, whether it's just a basic look or whether it's a drama mama look like this one. I call this one kind of drama mama. It looks drama mama. It's very pretty. And it's great for Mardi Gras. What are you doing for Mardi Gras? Maybe some of you live in New Orleans. That is such a fun time down there. New Orleans is a very busy place. Oh, how pretty is that? Oh, wow. Okay, so I will let this dry. And I'm 57 at the viewing of this video, the making of this video. I only put mascara right underneath my pupil area on the bottom. My lashes are really long on the bottom, so if I put a lot of mascara there, I would look like I have claws, and I don't want to do that. Now, however, if you don't have a lot and you feel like, you know, everything is a personal preference. For me, that's a personal preference. And I'm going to come back now and just do the tips. Trying to make them get just a little bit longer. And then I'm going to go finish the other eye. And then we'll be back. Okay? Look at that, girl. I'll be right back. Okay, this is a completed look. What do you think? I absolutely love it. I want to give you one more little tip about the mascara. So when you apply the 4D mascara and it gets about where you can feel that it's almost dry, I've already done this with mine, but what you do is you take your ring fingers and you will push up and just kind of hold it and hold it, and it will give you even more curl upward. Okay, these things look like false lashes, only better, because you're not having to apply the false lashes, you're not having to use glue, you're not having to do all kind of things. So I really, really do love these two products. They are my staple, and I use them all the time. I haven't used another mascara in 5 years. So if that tells you anything, I truly do love this mascara. But check it out. All right, can you see it? I'm going to close my eyes so you can see the whole entire look. Love this. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it when you pop on here. Please click the notification bell, and it will know, and make sure you put it on all. That way you'll get all my notifications when I have something new on here. And I am on here usually on every Sunday. Sometimes I do lives too. If there's something you would love to see, if you like this, give me a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.